the music back going. I feel like I love what they was moving back here real quick. Yo, this is when the show. This one's for the show. Man, it's time to go. Yeah. Now tell me when to go. This is for the show. Yeah. Now tell me when to go. Yeah. We about to kill this show. Yeah. Check it. Look, now my block, my city, where it shows no pity. And it can't stop, won't stop. Guess we on our ditty. Put that E in front of STL up on my fitted. Then let me get it, huh? So while you sitting down, homie, stand up. Rep for your land, bruh. For them niggas with them rubber bands, huh? Oh, you the man, huh? Well, I'm the greatest, right on time.
There we go, switch. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Live in effect. Yo, you're rocking with your boy E Brad. We are now entering Holy Ratchet, the listening party experience. In the building, we have all the creatives that were involved in this project. My brother Dantes, of course. My man K Benz, the master mix engineer, and my brother Miles Ray, another music producer who contributed to this project. All right, so we're gonna start this thing off from the top and give y'all a little bit of this listening experience from a live perspective. You heard? We're gonna start it off with the signature, with our intro song, which is 808. And then afterwards, we're gonna do a little dialogue back and forth, letting you know a little bit about the song, how it came about, so forth and so on. But let me make sure all my brothers is ready. Hey, yo, Benz, you ready? Salute. Yo, Taz, you good?
Let's do it.
As we do about this time, present y'all Holy Ratchet.
Truth. Come through the city with a water. Drink up anyway. Top dog money, my aroma. This my everyday. Pouring out liquor for the homies. Take the pain away. New plug, got the trap bumping. Like an 808. Come through the city with a water. Drink up anyway. Top dog money, my aroma. This my everyday. Pouring out liquor for the homies. Take the pain away. New plug, got the trap bumping. Like an 808. Boss up, you niggas talk shit, but you ain't bout shit. Bosses do what they want, so what's your employment? Feds want the jurisdiction, I beg your pardon. Last day you see the white on me. Grind more than talking, they would never see the vision. Dealing with their own demons, so I use my intuition. Fuck the outside opinion, bring your plans into fruition. Stay 100 and be clear with your intention. Look, I'm my only competition. What I teach my son, gotta raise my daughter to be independent. When it's time for war, put the family up and come right where you living. It's a holy ratchet, put you under, then go pay a visit to the Buddhist temple. Pray for order, that's just how I get in. You niggas be reckless with criticism, but your feelings be hurt when you lecture. Bitch, you can't take what you be giving. It's the same shit with these women. That's why they switch the topic when I pull up on the block, because I come through the city when I wanna. Drink up anyway. Top dog money, my aroma. It's my everyday. Pouring out liquor for the killer. Take the pain away. New plug, got the trap bumping. Like an 808. This a V54 fun moment. Drink up anyway. Top dog money, my aroma. It's my everyday. Pouring out liquor for the homies. Take the pain away. New plug, got the trap bumping. Like an 808. Hey. Welcome to the Holy Ratchet listening party. Are you not entertained? Well, you will be. Let's do it. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
So that was 808. That's how we started off the project. The funniest thing is that album, that song got recorded way out of sequence. I made that beat years ago. And shout out to Oso, shout out to Jose Beats. Started off with a little bit of a little beat, you know what I mean, battle back and forth. That's how the track got started. And it wasn't actually supposed to go to Tez. It was supposed to go somewhere else. But it's funny, man, the music finds its way. It finds its way into the hands of who it needs to be, you know? So originally Dantes wasn't interested in the song, but after time, I let him explain his perspective on the song and how we got into the mode of writing the record. Yo, Tez.
All right, so the 808 track itself was inspired by me losing my cousin Chris. If anybody knows me from growing up, my cousin Chris was more than just a cousin. It's like my brother. Like, we grew up in my granny house together. I remember at a point in time where it was me and him living there as the grandkids. I'm talking about the type of cousin and family bond that you have when Granny used to wash out, you know, make us take baths together and dry us off with the same drying towel. I used to hate that shit. Like, yo, you just gonna wipe this man's ass with this towel and then come dry my face off? That's neither here nor there. But they just show you how close of the bond I had with my cousin growing up, man. As you know, years go by, we all go our, we go our ways because we adults and we have life going on. But I lost him last year, around this month last year, and it was very traumatizing to say the least. And I had this beat for like a year before he even sent it, before I even decided to do something with him. But during that time, I was able to bottle up my emotions, what I was dealing with, because at first I wanted to make the track like really aggressive, because I was pissed. I didn't know what to do. I was having an internal battle between that holy part of me and that ratchet part of me, that East St. Louis part of me and the part of me who I've become now. And I decided, that I wanted to make a track that my cousin a ride to, or how people in the city getting a bag feel, mixed with who I am right now too. So that's how it came about the track. I listened to a lot of trap music around the time, like a lot of the music that we grew up to. So I mixed those elements into it as well. And I thought about my cousin, and that's what we got with 808. So
RP Cuz, bro. And yo, not to get off track, but we talked about the song, but we forgot to give them a little bit about the project. So let's bring them into the whole project, give them the idea, like what we were going with when we created this, and what the meaning behind it is a little bit,
All right, so Holy Ratchet itself is a title I came up with because we all have holy parts of us and we all have ratchet parts of us, and we can't try to separate the two. You think that you think if you one, you can't be the other, but the truth is we are both. So this was me showing the elements inside of this project through the beats that my friends gave me and my experiences to show people that we are inside of duality, so we have to express ourselves as such. And it's nothing wrong with one day you want to go save the world, and next day you want to smack a motherfucker. It's natural, it's just natural. We all going through this life, this human experience together. So that was the whole purpose of the project. So like when you hear me one song talking about, meditating and spiritual stuff, then another song talking about, smacking somebody, or, it just going through the human experience, the roller coaster of the human experience. So that's the basics of the title of the track.
Salute.
Of the project.
Salute. Hey, just like my brother said, man, it's about the duality of life, man. You know what I mean? It's all about balance. It's all about that flow, that ebb and that flow. But the next song we got coming up is One Up, all right? And we got a little bit of a treat. We got a visual for you on this one, all right? So let's go straight into it, and then we'll see you right back afterwards, all right?
One Up. I'm setting my scene. Yeah. So fresh, so clean, every time I'm seen, I represent. Dog. My house so clean, when you walk in, you welcomed in a bitch. Dog. This flow so clean, couldn't dirty up with prostitute spit. Dog. Crime record so clean, so I ride dirty cops mad as shit. Dog. Your team be hating while mine's weightlifting these gifts. Dog. Your team be waiting while mine's chasing clock in these ships. Dog. She was only 19, sex couldn't take this call her COVID. Dog. Pass it to the team like a Isaiah 89 Pistons. Don't forget, dog. Break the handle with the wrist. Dog. Serving the people these hits, dog. I'm the shit, dog. Spitting country grammar, keep it fundamental, few grams, I'm a brick, dog. All net, you a brick, dog. Shout out to my big dogs, turning dirty money to legit. Breaking it heads, got them in reds, do it without, breaking this sweat, fill up without, make them regret, just in that cloud, leave you upset, talking my shit, dog, from the get-go, they can't silence me yet, cause I'm the shit, dog, better get dog, this ain't even my best. My hood so crazy, niggas ride around, pistol on they lap, dog. My hood so shady, you'll think the sun took us off his map, dog. My hood's who made me, so it's only right I put it on my back, dog. Your hood won't face me, put me in that bitch, promise I'll adapt, dog. I swear these days niggas entitled, hustle what they lack, dog. Give me a few days, it's a guaranteed I'll move the pack, dog. I'm like Ratchet, couldn't block a layup even if you're Shaq.
No.
This shit too easy, that's why all these niggas try to rap.
No.
Ain't talking about nothing, can't keep a subject going, them facts.
No.
Make this whole album less than a month, the shit going black.
No.
I'm not that lazy, be up on their ass, this legacy.
No.
Greatness my prayer, every day I stalk, no celery. Breaking their necks, got them impressed, do it without. Breaking this sweat, fill up and down, make them regret. Just hit that cloud, leave you upset. Talking my shit, dawg, from the get-go. They can't silence me yet, cause I'm the shit, dawg, better get those. This ain't even my best.
Yo, welcome back, welcome back. That was One Up, all right? Man, that's another song that just once again found its hand to the right person, you know what I'm saying? Originally it was supposed to go somewhere else, but music finds its way to the right person. You know, that's the one thing I want to stress with you guys is that don't stress it. All the creatives out there, don't stress it. Don't force it, man. When you force it, it's not gonna work. You're gonna wind up breaking something. You know what I mean? And it's gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen. But I'm gonna go ahead and let Tez get into a little bit of the background of that track. You know what I mean? We can speak a little bit about that video real quick, man. Where'd you shoot that at?
All right, so I shot that video in Atlanta. My boy Peso came through clutch. It was just like, I was going out there to be a part of my boy Tank, like to work with him essentially. So he had like the studio booked for like 24 hours. He wanted to just do like the old school days, just sitting there for 24 hours and just knock out as many tracks as we could. It was good vibes, man. Met some really cool people. And it was just like, yo, while I'm here, I might as well make, you know, do something productive towards my brand as well. So I said, let's shoot this video. And I'm just thinking like, we're just gonna shoot it inside the parking lot, no direction. But Peso came through like, yo, let's put the police lights in the back to make it look like y'all got pulled over. So that's where the whole concept came of like, yo, we got pulled over. I'm hitting the bottle. Like it shows so many subliminals in there. Like the driver had his mask on the whole time, but I'm like, fuck it. Like I'm ready to get out of here. Like you seem like I'm just hitting the bottle. Like fuck it. Like this is it. Then at the end, I put my scarf on. We went out toward the cops. Like fuck it. We gonna go out. We gonna go out. You know, the rowdy way. And also it was the first time that the world saw my scarf on the live screen. You know, because I hadn't figured out what I was gonna do with my scarf yet. So y'all see how I wear it now, but I was going through so many phases of like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this scarf? I know I'm supposed to have this scarf, but what I'm supposed to do with it? Then that's why we got this now, and it became a part of my look. But that track itself was another one of those beats that, like I say, Ed made for somebody else, and I had already wrote the track, cause I was watching the Bulls documentary, and I said I want to talk my shit. I feel like talking my shit. And I want to talk my shit for my team too, to show motherfuckers like, yo, we grinding, even though you don't see us, we doing something. And that's how it came about, man. And now y'all have it.
Yo, did we do this one in the old studio, or was that at Sin Spot, or was that at the new one?
Definitely at Sin Crib.
Was that Sin Spot?
Crib, yep.
Yo, big up to Sin City then, man.
Sin City.
Love you, boy. You know what I mean? Because your fingerprints is all over this one, man. We recorded all through your house.
The boy that Sin couch smell like zoo dirt.
Fool with it. Hey, but let's keep this thing moving, man. Hey, the next chamber in this experience is By Def. That's the one got a funny little backstory. So we also got visuals for that as well. Shout out to our brother Trav, man. Travis Hadley over at oh my goodness,
Like Mine.
Like Mine's Productions, man. Sorry, yo, forgive my head, man. As you know, what's in my heart. All right, but we're gonna go straight to the visuals for By Def. All right, check it out.
Come on. Smoking bombs, sticky, speaking the parables. So a line with you, feeling will carry you to divine meetings where niggas just stare at you. Got they minds tweaking, the envy is terrible. Got them other lines speaking with logic comparable. Like that prime teasing the reason they carry you. Burning down the house, simply cause niggas are scared of you. More than opposition, mission to very few. Take another shot with me to bring out the terror you. Got the cross, necklace, the Celtic like tarot dude. Which is why I'm reading you niggas in therapy. Just in case the future results in the burial. Out of town visits from Philly to Malibu. With a dime, pretty, ambitious, and title proof. You online peeking and leaving your savage view. Since you heard my nigga, then bring the cattle through. I'm a boss, get it from hitting the avenue. Never floss, detectives be with the camera view. Snapping pictures, no co-defenders the way I do. Work alone, secret, cause niggas will tell on you. If it looks like 8 up, sounds like 8 up, walks like 8 up, it must be 8 up. They try to hide motives, my eyes be on up. They smile in your face, but wish you bad luck. If it looks like 8 up, sounds like 8 up, walks like 8 up, then it must be 8 up. Keep my hands tied, fighting my battles more spiritual. You get out of line, sending the baron straight to your door. Hear them lower cries shrieking through windows, nowhere to go. Happy feeling like Thriller when zombies be at your throat. See my bills on Russell, the money it overflows. Got a ring on each finger and still got one to go. On the sideline bitching, you witness me be a pro. Spent the whole time bitching and wishing you had the glow. So glad I picked up on the obvious nigga. They act like craft stuff, pulling down on the nigga. Be armed and masked up on the robbery nigga. When they see you cash up, hit the lottery nigga. Jumping out of line, trick up a shit, see there with you. To revise villains, so watch me be terrible. Running out of time, get it before I embarrass you. Cause we all authentic, so show your rarest truth. If it looks like 8 up, sounds like 8 up, walks like 8 up, it must be 8 up. They try to hide motives, my eyes be on up. They smile in your face, but wish you bad luck. If it looks like 8 up, sounds like 8 up, walks like 8 up, then it must be 8 up.
Yo, welcome back, welcome back. Hey man, that was By Death by my brother Dantes and myself. Man, that song came through in so many different directions. When we first started writing this record, when we first were recording, I know Dantes can tell you, man, we do a lot of in-house writing, and we love to keep our family around. And we literally kept you guys and kept our kids in the experience. You know what I'm saying? You can actually hear them in the hook. That's actually our kids in the background. So it's funny, man. It's like those little surprises, little mistakes, man, turn out to be little nuggets. You know what I mean? Little special jewels. But the visuals on this one was crazy, and this is our second time working with Trav. You know, from Like Minds Productions. Shout out to you again, brother. You always make things happen. You know. You know what? With that, I'm gonna go ahead and let Dantes talk about his writing experience with that. You know what I mean? And go into a little more detail on that track.
All right. So with that track in general, I'm gonna tell you how I came up with the actual thicky and cool. All right. So I was freestyling to the Tribe Called Quest Electric Relaxation. That you got yourself, girl. You know what I'm saying? I had the beat, and that's what I came up with. On that boom, 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 boom. I was like, boom. I was like, then I just bust out smoking bombs, sticky and speaking in parables. So I started writing to it, and I didn't have no beat to it. And I went to the studio. We was at your spot by this time, Ed. Yeah. And I went in there, and the song originally had music on it. But I was like, Ed, take all the music off. Let's just use the drums. I want this like a Midwest vibe. I want to really give this like a Midwest playground, you know, you know what I'm saying? That type of little vibe real quick. So it worked out perfectly, man. And I wanted to add like a little funk to it, like that, you know, like that little, you know, shoulders with it. And I added a lot of spiritual stuff in there, like with the whole burning thing. That's why we even decided to do the video with the tarot reading and all that, like in the dreams and all that. And they was clowning me on the set about, you know, me having the double earrings and the bend, you know, the little.
Yeah,
but me and Travis had set that up. Like me and Travis had set that up. Like, yo, this is what we going for. We going for that look real quick, that late night, you know, that late night ops little look. But it wasn't too much more into that track, man. The track is mostly about just dealing with people who you think have your best interests at heart, but they really don't. Because everybody that you want to win everybody that you want to win don't want to see you win. And that's a harsh reality that a lot of us have to face, is that, you know, we can't share our dreams with everybody because everybody don't dream as big as you. So a small dreamer would try to take down your dreams because they can't see that big. So sometimes it's best to just peep out the scene, peep out the room, you know, vibe out the room before you start speaking about your plans and stuff, you know, because if you're speaking with people who resonate with you on the same wavelength as you, they're not going to shoot down your dreams. They're going to big them up, might add some criticism to it, but they won't, you know, they won't try to tear it down for real. You feel me?
Factual. Yo, tag me in, Coach. Hey, this was the one other thing before we get to the next track. I want to stress on this track. This track is a testament of trust. You know what I'm saying? My brother just put it down that everybody's not on the same wavelength, and for all my creatives out there, you gotta trust one another, because he kind of explained to you how the song already had all different elements in it, and he stripped it down to the bare things that he needed. When he was telling me this, I thought he was crazy. I thought he was going nuts, but he had a vision, and one thing that I've learned to do is trust my brother and let him express his vision the right way that he sees fit. And then, you know what I'm saying, when you trust one another, magic happens. You know what I mean? With that being said, we about to go into our next chamber, all right? Which is a song called Respect. Nah, we're not even gonna give you that footage. We're gonna go ahead and go straight live with the record. Yo, Kendall, cue me up real quick.
I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I respect you back. Yeah, I respect you back. Look, I respect you back. It don't matter how you get it, as long as you get to it, I respect you back. Hey, homie, I respect you back. Shorty, I respect you back. It don't matter how you get it, as long as you get to it. You can be working at Publix, helping old people take groceries to their vehicle. Homie, I respect your bag. No dollar amount required for me to congratulate you on being a part of something that's bigger picture. Bartenders who giving you more liquor than juice when they pour mixtures. Don't forget the tip bump. If I put my 2 cents on how you make a living, never gossip, giving props up. A light within your prism, 0.01 assistant. That 99.99, every choice you could witness. Now open up that pipeline and reap the soul's residuals. Dividends divisible. Abundance is your birthright. The mundane is miserable. When the pilot takes flight, coming down the cabin, it's the stewardess with canned Sprite. Ask you how you doing, give you ice, then hit the book light. Showing you her options. Don't care what's in her pockets. Every day she get it. I respect you back. Yeah, I respect you back. Yeah, I respect you back. It don't matter how you get it, as long as you get to it, I respect you back. Homie, I respect you back. Come on, shorty, I respect you back. Yeah. It don't matter how you get it, as long as you get to it. This here a message for you niggas who be flexing on the 9 to 5. Respect your mama, wash your clothes in public laundry while you all on Instagram and touring with invested in us image that affects you. Watch it because she ain't taught you nothing. Yeah, effective rebuttal on how I came from the gutter and never turned on the people playing their part as I leap through every barrier placed in front of me. Dodging the bullets of bigotry. Enemies wanna keep us all in the sewer, but it won't stop me. Stay on my team, watch how I maneuver. When you getting money, your own family will try to do ya. Valet Parker sparking up a J covered down in Gucci. Told me it's a hustler's holiday, took my keys, salute them. Cause we all kings, hustle hard from the minors till you see the major leagues. Go hard till you retire, therefore okay, be okay for majority. Pardon me, but I need that to come and lay a recording. But no, I respect you back. Yeah, I respect you back. Yeah, I respect you back. It don't matter how you get it, as long as you get to it, I respect your bag. Homie, I respect your bag. Come on, shorty, I respect your bag. Yeah, it don't matter how you get it, as long as you get to it. Treat the janitor with the same respect that you give the manager. Be the janitor if you don't manage your biz. Treat the janitor with the same respect that you give the manager. You can be the janitor if you don't manage your biz.
Come back into me. What up, what up? Welcome back, welcome back. Man, that was the next chamber. That was respect. You know, I had very little to do with this record. Very, very little to do with this. You know what I mean? Like, we all play our different parts, but my brother Miles Ray, he came through with this track. I remember Tez put out the feelers for everybody, and he had a song idea, and whoever comes back with the best idea, that's how it usually rocks. And man, Miles murdered this one. Miles murdered it. But oh man, that also my brother Oso was on this when he killed this one as well. But this is another testament of just multifaceted skill sets, because I believe Dantes, you recorded yourself on this track too, because I didn't even record this one.
Yeah, I did the tracking.
So yeah, man. So you know what? I'm gonna let them go ahead and swing into it.
All right, so I want to tell y'all a funny story about this track. I actually performed this track one time against Ed's judgment. I went and performed this track, right? And the plan was to have a money bag, right? And I filled it with real ones and fake 20s. And I was like, man, I'm about to just throw this out and throw it out in the audience. Man, when I tell you, people at first, they was geek, like, oh, you just throwing money. When they realized they was fake 20s, man, like the crowd was just, like, I didn't see dudes like laughing, like showing on their Instagram, like, man, they probably talking all crazy about me. But at that point, I'm like, man, all publicity is good publicity. I could be known as a cat who just threw fake 20s in the crowd. Hey, you got a couple free dollars though. But with this track, like he said before, I sent it to him and Miles the idea. And I don't know for sure if Miles had the beat already, or I sent it to him and then he was just like, all right, I got you. But it was just perfect because he had the cash register sound in it. And I laid it down, I iced it down, and then after that, I added all the ad-libs and all that. And we actually had shot a video for it that it was a dope-ass video, man. It just never made air, which is good because that song was recorded a while back. So if we'd dropped that video that long ago and then try to put this song on this project, we probably had like a few problems with it. But that's neither here nor there. But overall, man, I had a really good time making that track. What inspired me to write that track was I went out, I was at Publix, and I saw this young man helping this old woman to her car with the groceries, and it just like, yo, we all play a part of the bigger picture. So we can't be looking at people who has a job as simple as like the guy helping the old lady to her vehicle with her groceries, or the janitor. When you walk inside of a building, it could be a big corporate building. You know, everybody plays their part. So it's so clean and neat because of the janitor. You know, when you go in there, so when you walk in there, you got to show respect to him too, because he's the one that's keeping everything flowing too. You know, making sure that it's toiletry inside the bathrooms and all that stuff. So you got to show respect all the way up the ladder. You know what I mean? So that's that track. That's what that track was really about. And definitely going through the COVID times when everybody was dealing with, a lot of people was losing their jobs, and the people that were still out there fighting for us, like the nurses and doctors and paramedics and stuff, that were still out here on the ground putting in, and showing respect to them too. Like, you know, whether you're a boss or you're an employee, man, it's all about respect at the end of the day. I guess we really can't. I mean, Miles ain't mic'd up, so we can't.
Hey, you know what though? Hold on, switch back to me real quick. Hey, bro. Hey, one thing we have to do is give the respect and show respect to where it's due, because we're a homegrown, grassroots, you know what I mean, kind of industry, kind of collective, and we gotta give love to everybody that's helped supported us and bring us up, you know what I mean? Dantes was talking about that video. Shout out to Kevin Bell, you know what I mean, with Bell's Auto. He let us shoot there, and man, we got some great visuals that day, man. Unfortunately, things happen, so we can't give it to you, you know. But you know what I mean, we have to definitely give all our local businesses that showed us love. And with that being said, yo, let's talk about where we at, man. Studio 1720. If you over here on the north side of Orlando, yo, come see my man Jeff. He's got you hooked up when it comes to visuals, whether it's audio, whether you need dance production, you know what I mean? He got a whole dance studio. You know what I'm saying? That's the spot to go to.
Hey, you got plug. You got. I don't know. Never mind. 'Cause I don't know. Kendall probably don't want nobody to know. He probably got time to give nobody mixing nobody.
Yo, we ain't giving them our engineer.
Y'all can't have our engineer. I'm sorry. Y'all can't have our engineer.
Hey, don't hurt my pocket.
Hey, bro. I'm gonna need you to relax. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we trying to give out the secret sauce, son. Yo, McDonald's never gave y'all the secret sauce, even though y'all figured it out. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't never.
But that's the man behind the sound right there, Kendall.
Yo,
Kendall's in the building.
You know what I mean? That's my man Benz right there. He's a K-Series Benz. I don't know about that. That's that space age futuristic stuff right there, man. Yeah, he's the man behind all the frequencies, getting the sound right. You know. You already know what.
Y'all heard of Sleepy Brown? Well, that's dozed off Derek right there.
No doubt. No doubt. Hey man, we about to keep this thing moving, man. Let's move into the next chamber, man. Malcolm Flex. You gonna do this one live? You gonna give him a little bit?
Let's give him a little bit, man. Did you get in touch with O?
Yeah.
So we'll bring him up. We'll bring O up after we get done with the track. You know?
Shout out to my boy O. Yo, my man Oso. You'll hear what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We're about to give y'all a little bit of that live flavor real quick. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do. Nephew, you want to say hi to the people real quick? Say hi. That's my man's right there. Future, you know what I mean? It's all about the babies, the future. He was also in By Death, by the way. You know what I mean? Those voice sounds. Hey man, yo, Big Benz. Yeah, man, let's give him something. Let's give him something live. You know what? Hold on a second. I want to make sure everything's top notch. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. You know what? Don't even matter. Yeah. Say what's up to the people.
What it be like?
Yeah, man. Yo, this is our home away from home, man. You know?
Sometimes we gotta just let y'all know.
Hey, man, we didn't want to let y'all know about all the back caves, but you know what I mean? We can let y'all into the main lair, you know what I mean, every once in a while. We got Alfred at the front door.
From an act of violence to a Zach with styling. If I deem it necessary, shine like ultraviolet. I address your silence with a flow that's vibrant.
Give him a little bit.
Yo, hating commentary meets my finger violin. Yo. Flex. Yeah, check it. Look, we be at they neck. Tell them we Malcolm Flex on them. Yo. My homies hit the block and search for fun to prey on. You caught slipping, better hope your family didn't pray wrong. I learned my lesson, undeveloped when my nerves were played on. Tit for tat to yoga master, legacy I lay on. So heed the message, if you knew me, you don't know me. And if you know me, then the new me ain't the old me. 8 to 24, leaving my shack like I was Kobe. Elevate my game, move from the shadows of the OGs. Oh, he got to be wildin'. Built this credit up with no cosigner, Gucci, Louis, and they arsenal. The arsonist, famous within. The brightest on the scene with no designer. Spitting Louis at your entourage. I'm built for this shit, okay?
Straight up out the gutter, so they take me
serious.
Show up with that glow up trick I make them
furious.
Hand out of my pocket, got the whole scene
Curious.
Shooting down the profit, make your whole scheme
Clear to us.
All about the club, and so they take
Salaikum,
me
salam. Assalamu alaikum, salaikum, salam.
Taking out the pocket,
Get a oh so, get a oh. Hey.
Tunnel vision in my third eye, hold my head high like sativas.
What?
It's not what you possess, it's about respect like Aretha.
What?
Student to the game, all my OGs was my teachers. While these guys telling lies, I speak the truth like I'm a preacher. Feel like magic as I kill them. They watch it from the bleachers. This is fabric in my denim. They washing, trying to bleach us, but the passion and commitment.
Shout out to Philly,
is the reason that the team up. Not an accident, we different, cause a scene every time we team up.
From an act of violence to a Zach with styling. If I deem it necessary, shine like ultraviolet. I address your silence with a flow that's vibrant. Yo, hate involuntary means my finger violent. What?
And it's perfect timing, cause they see me shining. But them chips, they empty clips, that's why your boy be grinding. Tryna make it off the block like a defensive lineman. Where I'm from, they play with rock, I feel like Frankie Lyman. Niggas posted on the corner, moving nicks and dimes in. So much pressure, I might crack, but that's what makes a diamond. Mama, I am sorry for the nights I made you worry. Growing up fast, my life was in a hurry. Judge giving 2020s,
got my future looking blurry. What?
Never folding under pressure, I'm seasoned like I'm Curry. Shooters pulling up from 30 and they pulling up with 30. Say your prayers, cause they got plans to leave you holy as a jersey.
You heard me?
Straight up out the gutter, so they take me.
Serious.
Show up with that glow up trick, I make them
Furious. Yes, sir. That's how it's did, and that's how it's done.
It came, you know what I mean? Our boy O came up from Philly, and he just happened to be available at that time, and it's funny, man. Like I said, man, you don't have to force it. When it's supposed to happen, things are supposed to happen. And I think I made that beat like, I don't know, like a week prior or so, a couple of days prior, and then as soon as they heard it, they just started going in. Started going straight to work, you know what I'm saying? But man, it ain't nothing like creating music and creating that vibe. But you know what? Let me let Dantes talk real quick, and then we're gonna have a special guest for y'all.
Am I live? 215? Yeah. All right, cool. So, the interesting thing about this track is like a week after we finished this track,
All right, cool.
the situation happened with Kobe. So, I didn't know that shout out was gonna mean that much when I made it, because it was just me showing like, you know, you can be great when you're around other great people. But what happens when you move out on your own, up in the shadows of your sensei? How do you perform then? So the greatest example to me was the Shaq and Kobe. Like Shaq thought that everybody thought that didn't know if Kobe could do it by himself, and he went out and did it by himself. And then for him to die a week later after we finished that track, man, and I was coming out of an ayahuasca ceremony when I found out, and I was like, damn. I was like, shit, cold, man. I couldn't believe it. Like I thought people was lying to me, man. And I saw it for myself. I said, damn, that's crazy. Well, at least we got a chance to shout him out. And what's crazy is every time, it's like when I do tracks with O, this happens because we did this track called Victory Lap with him, and like a week later, Nipsey died. I'm like, man, we gotta stop doing songs together, man. We killing celebrities and shit, man. So, you know, so people probably think that we made that track about, you know, like in honor of Nipsey, but we did it before Nipsey even passed away. It was crazy, man. But I really enjoy working with O, man, because me and O, we are very like-minded, man. So outside of the music, like this is my brother. You know what I mean? We met when we first came out here to Full Sail. And he's a spitter. I'm so glad he brought that Philly punch style to this project, to this track, man. It was a beautiful thing, man. And he was spitting. My favorite line when he was like, I feel like magic when I kill him. They watch him from the bleachers, dipping fabric in my denim. They watch him try to bleach us. I said, what? Yeah, man. Yeah, because I'm a student of this lyric stuff, man. So I love when somebody put thought into it, man. But with nothing else to say, man, I want to go ahead and give the mic to my boy O. Give him a chance to come in here and talk about his perspectives. All right, so while we wait on that to get situated, we can talk a little bit more about the track in general. That's me singing on the hook, of course, and me doing the, how long should they kill our prophets? Because the track in itself is just, also, outside of that, it's like my shine doesn't come from what I'm wearing and what I got on. My shine comes from within, like me just being my authentic self. And it seems like when you are a person that step outside of the comfort zone of what society views you as, and you get on the front and you become an example for people, it's like people want to come at you. They don't want to see you shine. They want to take you out. You know what I mean? That's what they did to Jesus. That's what they did, you know, to Malcolm. That's what they did to Martin. You know, people don't, you know, that's what they did to Nipsey, you know, like they don't want to see you shine. So it's like, but these people had an internal shine that was working for them. You know what I mean? And that's the most important shine, man. When you shine from within, it when it's in you, it could be on you too, but long as it's in you too. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get my boy O inside of here.
Yo, you there? Hold on 1 second, man. We trying to get the audio levels up.
What's up?
All right, there we go.
We can hear you?
I can hear him.
Outstanding. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna let you and my brother talk real quick.
Oh, City, man, I'm feeling the hat. What's going on, B?
What's up, man? What's up? First of all, congratulations, man. I appreciate everything that you do. You already know it's all love. Like you said, it's about the energy, man. Like from the moment you sent me the track over and shit, it was just different because that just so happened to be my Instagram name.
Yeah. That's why I pulled it from. That's why I pulled it. That's why I hit you up. I said I gotta hit up O because this I named that his Instagram joint.
And it's crazy because what you said is exactly what the idea is. Like the energy comes from within you. So the whole idea of Malcolm Flex is like, I don't flex based on what I have, you know, what I obtain, what I accomplish. I flex from within. It's about being yourself as a person and being an artist. And the verse really is, man, working with you. I don't know if I ever said this, bro, but you intimidating this shit. Like coming after you is like, God damn. Like I know for a fact I gotta deliver. But it's crazy because you had the track, you sent me the verse, you know, I'll be fucking around with Logic. So I just laid the verse down. The first version was all freestyle. And I don't know if you remember, but you actually told me come harder.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
You was like, I feel what you saying, but I don't feel your energy. And one thing that people got to understand about artists like you have a concept, you have an idea, and it go back to what Brad said about trust. I'm like, all right, let me deliver this bitch. And like, timing, man. I just so happened to be coming to Florida for 2 weeks.
Yep.
You just so happened to have a track. Everything just so happened to come together. And then you threw that fucking curveball. Because what a lot of people won't know is how the verse was recorded.
Yeah.
This nigga recorded his verse and then recorded basically like an interlude in my verse.
Yeah.
So like when that back and forth happened, it was like, God damn. Like I thought I had this nigga. I thought I was going to get him. But then you broke it up and you changed the flow. So I just carried the flow to the end of the verse.
Yeah, I peeped that, man. I noticed when you was putting it together, when it got to that space, I was like, because to tell you the truth, I told Brad, I was like, whoever does this verse, we're going to put this right there anyway, because I'm not giving nobody this breakdown. Like, I love the breakdown so much, because I was like, I got to get this breakdown. Like, nobody else getting this. I say we're going to throw a curveball for whoever we get this verse to. They're going to be writing like, what the fuck? Like, what Jay's come back at? You know what I'm saying? But you did it perfectly, like, the way that you, like, switched your whole flow, and then it's hopping to that, when it's right, good timing. But I was like, okay. I said, yep, that's why we picked O. And then you just start punching. You just start punching your way out. I was like, yo, that boy O just started punching. You know, it was the style I was looking for. Like, you showed up as Philly, you know what I mean? But your Philly, who you represent as Philly, and I was like, yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah. What you said though about the punching, man, I approach rap like boxing. You know, you punch on the way in, you punch on the way out. You always got to be swinging, especially with somebody like you, man. It's that pressure. I appreciate that, man. And Brad did his thing on the beat, and I just love working with y'all, man. And shout out to Sin, man.
Sin City, yeah.
He's the man. He's the man behind everything. Because I think I ended up staying at his crib for like a week.
Yeah, man. People don't realize how like Sin is our brother that like he don't really be on the camera that much. He was inside the By Dep video, but Sin plays a very major part in this movement, man. Like if you ain't never, I'm talking about. You never had this man cooking, you missing out on life in general, man. It's so much hospitality. This man can cook his ass off. I mean, he cook better than some people grandmamas. That says a lot. And but he's always like when my friends come in town, if I vouch for you, Sin gonna already just know like it's good things. So he open his home up to my friends, and then they become friends. They become family. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a beautiful brotherhood that we have over here, man. I'm glad that O shared that because people don't really see Sin, but he plays a very big part in this. And my boy Miles, you know what I'm saying? Because me and Miles go back like 2 flats on the Cadillac, and then we got them same roots from Mississippi. So it's a lot of things that me and him just relate to on just perspectives in general because of the environment that we grew up in. You know, me being raised in the Midwest of East St. Louis, where my people come from deep South Mississippi, you know.
Yeah, man. I appreciate him. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Keep doing your thing, man. I gotta touch back down, and I gotta get you out here. I got some shit coming up. I gotta pull you in on.
Man, we want to shoot the video there. If we can find a way to set up and shoot that Malcolm Flex video there, we'll love it, man. And bro, we appreciate you too, dog. I've always appreciated your friendship, dog, because of your mindset, bro. Like I say, like we have very similar perspectives when it comes to the world, dog. And you very strong with your opinion. I never see you sway because somebody else has a different opinion, bro. That's one of the things I always admired about you. And you're a dope MC, a dope artist. And it's not too many people, it's a dying art, but it's not too many people that can just go in front of a crowd and just freestyle up top of the dome and O be killing that shit. You know, sometimes I be like, I don't know if I might be having an off night, but O gonna be giving a fuck. O go there and just freestyle for like 4 or 5 minutes, man. And just be fresh with it. So definitely appreciate you, brother. Appreciate having you as a brother. And definitely, man, y'all gonna see some great things coming from us in the future, man, for sure.
And on that note, shout out to Austin's, man.
Yeah, shout out to Austin's, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, peace. Peace.
Appreciate you, O. Thanks for swinging through. We holler at you a little bit later, man.
All right, bro.
We got way more work to do. You already know.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm looking. I'm on.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm gonna holler at you later, bro.
I'm gonna use the bathroom first.
Right. Peace. Back on me. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Hey man, that was my brother Oso. That was our brother Oso. He you already heard the verse. You already heard him. You know what he does. And believe me, we got a lot more work with that brother too. And we got a lot more to do. So you'll be pleasantly surprised of all the things that are coming up, man. So I think we did that last one live. We did the last one. We did Malcolm X a little live, right? Yeah. All right. So you know what?
We got another live.
We gonna give him another one. Yeah, another. Time to feed the streets. All right. So next song we got, man, is Lovecraft Country. We gonna get into the you know how we do. We're gonna play the song, give you a little bit of the visuals, and we'll get into the background of the track on the after note. You know what I'm saying? But we queuing up real quick, getting everybody in position, getting the band in position. Maceo, hit me up one time. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yo.
Yeah. You will slow down a little bit. Mellow it out. Yeah. Come on. It's a Lovecraft country. Yeah. Yo, check it. If I could pick a line parallel to the hell between you and I, would you cross over? It's a Lovecraft journey into the lost soul. Freeing them. Freedom is what freedom does. Sell out without a down payment. Mr. Law Enforcement smothers all endorsements on these scarred pavements. Hot potatoes with the homies, 2 potatoes on a barrel. Add onions and gravy, now that's my mom's favorite. Trying to help you feel the patterns. See things 4D in a fear-based reality with John Sally B. Dropping topics on knowledge to fool niggas free. But it's the platform for it. Take you back to a moment where life captured your image and had you second guessing. Went from eras where niggas wore baggy jeans, now shooters will gun you down in leggings. Was a pawn to a peasant, felt I had to address it. Trying to help you see the patterns. To step out of the cycle, play dumb but peeping the scene like Uncle Michael, that's an inside joke. Duality making mockery of anything, dropping kings. Mac is there to balance teams. At your ankle like when Paris swing. Tasers at your balance. Talents is something out your reach. Hot summers in Georgia. Fast forward, who knew Florida would bring the peace? Blowing dandelions in the wind. Make it to the clouds, you have yourself a rainstorm. Hold your breath. Yo, hold your breath. Yeah, check it. Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's roll.
Yeah, man, that one has some kind of different kind of feelings. You know what I mean? We play around with a whole bunch of different vibes and chambers, man. Just going from R&B to hip hop to, you know what I mean, we just blended those lines a little bit, you know what I mean? Giving you out a little bit of the trap, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know what I mean? But, I believe I named this one, right?
Yeah.
I sent this one to you already named. Cause I was watching the show Lovecraft Country, and like I had that kind of energy going on when I was making it, you know what I'm saying, about like basically fighting oppression and things of that nature. And I think Tez watched a couple episodes or maybe an episode, but we just normally do what we normally do, man, is just start building and start working. So, but I gave him my version of the record, or at least with the music already done, and it was vastly different. We did a whole lot of changing when we made this song, but I'm gonna let Tez go ahead and get into to the lyrics of it real quick.
Yeah, so we actually scratched like 2 verses at the end of it, and just decided to make it an interlude. Because it was just, the verses was dope, but they just didn't feel right. It was like, yo, we gotta keep this short and sweet. Let's just make it an interlude.
It was forcing.
Yeah, felt like we was forcing it. But the verses wasn't bad. They just didn't fit. And this track here, like Ed put me on to Lovecraft Country. I knew nothing about it, but it just put me in that tunnel of like, it's always layers to life. Like, so on one layer you might be seeing it this way, but everything is connected. You know what I'm saying? No matter which perspective you're looking at it. And this song is another example of like, if you my homie, you know, be careful what you tell me about your life, because it might end up in the song. So, but I never put them on front. Like I never say no names or nothing. So with this specific track, it's a funny story to this track. When I say Mac is there to balance things, at your ankles like when Paris swing, Taser at your balance, talents is something out your reach. So what happened was, it was a summer that Sin and Ed was at their Uncle Paris' house, and I guess Sin said something that pissed off Paris, and Paris was like the cop, adrenaline junkie type cat. So he started chasing Sin around the house with the taser. So Sin closed the door, and Paris up on the door still trying to hit his ankles with it. You know what I mean? So, but Brad, like, you know, this was like dungeon of rap Brad. So he like just sitting there playing the game like nothing's happening. So his uncle like, yo, if you don't open the door, Eddie, I'm gonna get you too. So Ed gets up, turns the game off, and walks out the window. I mean, and just opens the window, hop out the house, and leave. And so Sin look at this opportunity to just like, yo, fuck it, I'm about to just let the door go and jump out. So Brad said the only thing he saw was Sin flying out the window, and his boy Paris was behind him with the taser. So that's why I say, you know, at your ankles like when Paris swing, tasers at your balance, talents is something out your reach. Because he couldn't reach Sin, because Sin got the hell up out of there. But when I finished this track, which is why it's all connected, because they was in Georgia. That's why I say hot summers in Georgia. And fast forward, who knew Florida would bring the peace? After I finished this track, me and my brother had a deep conversation about like, damn, he was like, yo, I to be honest with you, bro, I feel like my whole life I've been fighting. It's the first time ever in my life I feel like I'm at peace. And it was like, damn, I say, bro, you know what's crazy is that's what I've been feeling like lately too. He was like, man, whoever thought that fucking Florida would bring the peace of mind that we are achieving right now, man, the evolution and the upgrades that we are, you know, we witnessing, you know what I'm saying, as individuals, then as a team. So, yeah, man, dope track, man, I love it.
Yeah, don't ever tell my brother nothing. Nothing. Miles, no. Don't ever tell this man nothing, unless you want it in a record. But, you know, it's all good, man. It's all part about creating art. And, you know what I'm saying, he killed the joint. Let's move on to our next chamber, man. We got Other Side, man. That song got a lot of deep meaning. But you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and get right into this joint. Yeah.
I've been searching, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, left a sign on the door. So what you knocking for? The other side of the door. The issue can't ignore. Through the slide of the door. Reflecting through the mirror. What's my side of the door? That only I explore. Who paid the mission? To mention all of the sex and violence one can get it from past unguided. Got me stranded here on this island. Words like Santa inside your life. And rated X, so I cover my eyelids. Start to question the world outside. Then you inject with an awkward silence. Bringing depth into my livelihood. A product with no shelf life. So honey, salt and white rice. Ingredients for that get right, take out long. Can I get right back? But it took too long, so they get right back to a vacant home. Never get right back to the basics gone. Said you beat right back. I replaced my own for the world soundtrack. Got me all off the track. When I left my throne for this mortal back, covered up my tracks. They opinion strong, so they shoot you down when you come with facts. Battery in yours, so you take the bone right out my back. Now I'm on your side of the door. So what you knocking for? The other side of the door. I wish I could explore. I'm getting signs on the door. It's time that you remember what's inside of your door. January to December. Shade just keeps me cool from the heat. High laughter before I let them count me a sheep. Alpaca, llama loaded next to the breach. Out playing in the drama meant for keeping asleep. So cut the haze in my involvement with the riders. Keep me coasting in the oddest situations. When they folding, I'm a live one. And it's just me being modest. Streets the coldest on the rival of the chosen one to rival those opposing. And it's just me and my trident. So complacent those who wake up just to race to occupation. With your mindset on vacation. On your shift but contemplating on your gift. So while you waiting, more excuses. Boy, you're lazy. Keep it funky. Say I'm hating. I'm no flunky punctuation.
What size of big it? It's time for me to dig it. Heat and metal to configure the load. Get you out of my people. My people.
Got me laying on your side of the door. I wish you didn't snore the other side of the door. That itch that we ignore slid from under the door. Something that made me tear up. There was never a door. An illusion to begin with.
Hey yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? Man, that was Other Side. That song took on a couple different lives, man. Like energy-wise, the track was supposed to be high energy, high potency. I thought it was gonna go one direction. And then when Tez got it, you know what I'm saying, he was inspired to go a completely different direction, but it still merged and was able to ground and make something dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just from a music perspective, like I said, I was just trying to go high energy, just making normal tracks. And I was not expecting to hear what I heard when I got the song back from Tez when he was ready to record. So, but this song has a lot of deeper meaning. I'm gonna let my brother get into where he was at and what was going on with this record.
All right, so after I recorded this track, it took me, I couldn't listen to it for like 6 months because this track was dedicated to my boy Thomas that I was in the military with. He died in a very horrific accident, you know, in which he was hit by an 18-wheeler in his car on his way to work, man. And the thing about it is the track wasn't even originally for him, but it was for him before I even knew it was for him, because I talked to him a week before I finished this track. It's some with these weeks, man, and we was having this type of conversation about like, man, finding out what you came here for, because everybody else have their idea of what they want you to do, but he was still in that phase where he's trying to figure out what he wanted to do. Like he finally figured it out, you know, but he was having a lot of issues or whatnot, you know, from, you know, the hand he was dealt and plus the things that he did to have his life to be the way it was, man. And so I finished that track, man, and then I got the call that, you know, that it happened. And it just made the track even more meaningful. Like, man, I even know I was writing it for my boy, and I was writing it for my boy. And I didn't want to go to his funeral because I didn't want to see him out like that, because he was a person that just was high energy. I want to see, but I had to go to the funeral. You know, I don't really talk about a lot of spiritual things in public for real, because I don't like to throw it off like that's, I don't like to lead with that, because that's just who I am. But like, I tried to drink the night before his funeral so I could be so hungover and have an excuse not to go. But man, something just woke me up in the middle of like early as shit, and I had all the energy in the world. And I remember seeing this big ass face, like a like it was like some extraterrestrial type shit. And it was just sitting there, big as shit, and smiling at me, like, and it was like, you have to go to this funeral. This is part of it. You have to go to this funeral. That's the only way that you can move to the next chapter, is by going to this funeral. So they made sure I got my ass up and go to that funeral. And I went there, and it was very, you know, I was able to get a lot of closure, you know, and also get to see my brother off in 2 different ways. To see him go off inside the casket, but I also was able on my ride home, you know, I was able to see him inside of the car. Like I look inside my you know, the little rearview mirror that's in the front. I would see him sitting in the back seat, you know, and just it was at that long ride. I just had a whole good conversation with my brother, you know, telepathically, and it was a beautiful thing, man. And he's just like, yo, I'm here, you know, like you know, it's a lot of things that go into his death that, you know, between me and him that I wouldn't put out there in the public, but it's just, you know, it was just very healing for me to go through that and experience that on that level. So anybody who's lost anyone, man, close to them, you know, physical death is not the end of life. You know, all our loved ones still carry on after this physical experience, and they still have spiritual. They still are there with us in the spirit realm, and a lot of times we can't communicate with them because it's not good for us because we're not ready to. You know, but once you open yourself up to, you know, the healing that comes with understanding death, then you start to feel better for the people who pass on because you know they're doing a lot better than they were when they was here. You know, if you knew the space that your people was in when they get to the other side, definitely if they made peace with the decisions they made in their life, man, they all right and they doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Well put, bro. Well put, man. It's something about that creative space, man. It just allows you to get certain emotions and certain feelings and certain things out. And you sometimes you don't realize we're just vessels. But this song was a great example of that, man. So you know what though? We moving on to our next chamber, man. We just gave you a little bit of some holy. We about to give you a little more of this ratchet. So this one is Lost and Found. Are you okay, Benz? Start me up.
New song on the radio, waking up to a woman that I barely know. Slowly looking for my cellular, 2% on the battery. Where the hell are my clothes? Golden TV in the living room, started putting them on. Something was wrong. Where the hell she put my underwear? Probably buried in the yard somewhere. I was ready to leave, scrolling through all her stories. Same lies you feed to free man, fuse the glory. Well, oh my Lord, must get shot before me. Jammed on the battlefield, mind gone like Dory. From the period, blood simmering in hot spaghetti. Paid the piper for the cipher, sold the soul like SETI. Are you ready for the cash out? Fantasy league, we sipping mojo on the fast route. Iverson sleeve, we talking practice. Rather voodoo to hoodoo, forms of magic. Say that you do, if it's true, I'm your canvas to bring advantage. New drugs added us, brought about addiction. Tally up, I got too much pride or too much sauce. From your glare and your stare, let's review who's boss. You got me lost in it. What's tossed in this? It's South business. Cold shoulders to hot engines. In the morning with a flashlight. Man, I'm looking for her. Approaching strangers with a picture of her. Tell me how you seen her. Seen her. Man, tell me how you seen her. Seen her. In the morning with a flashlight. She working on me. Must have heard I was a player, homie. Oh Lord. See her committing more. My God. Demeanor. Bible verse on my petition. Spirit save me from this prison. Biological, we on the clock. Situations make believers. Destiny, the silent teacher. Trying to find a key to fit the lock. She was begging me to feel it, take that condom off. As she nibbled on my earlobe, man, that ass was soft. Traveled to another world, breeze blowing through oak trees. I stormed through her garden, reputation like Oakley. The magic hour on horizon, power to the passion that fumbled on the back end. Should've kept my guard up, but when erection get involved, only heading in one direction. Waterfalls chasing, silly me thinking I was on the come up. I came through, she came home, my mustache then came home. Thought I put my game on, but really I was game. Man, this girl about to make me go insane. In the morning with a flashlight. Man, I'm looking for her. Approaching strangers with a picture of her. Tell me how you seen her. Seen her. Man, tell me how you seen her. Seen her. In the morning with a flashlight. She working on me. Must have heard I was a player, homie. Oh Lord. See her committing more. My God. Demeanor.
It's all good. I got it. Yeah. You got
All
me?
I gotta do is press it.
Go ahead.
What up? What up? What up? Welcome back. Welcome back, man. That was Lost and Found. Like I said, man, a little bit more of that Ratchet side. Just talk about, you know what I mean? You gather experiences. You can gather experience. You know what I mean? That's light work. You know what I'm saying? A little joint for the clubs and the ladies and stuff. You know what I mean? A little something to vibe to. But yeah, man, me personally, man, like I said, I was just trying to make that kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? And bro, my man knocked it out the park. So let's get to Tez real quick.
All right, so introduce my little man, Jayan. This is Jace Jr. Say what's up to the people. Hi. You know, we want to come chill with Pops today, so that's what we're doing. But that track is like very self-explanatory. I wanted to really talk about the hoodoo, conjure, root work community in a more fun, passive way. Because a lot of people think that when it comes to those type of things, that it's like spooky and stuff like that. But coming from a southern background, Mississippi, my grandfather used to always say stuff like, "Yo, grandson, if a woman offer you spaghetti, don't eat it, man. She had you looking for it in the morning with a flashlight." You know, I'm like, what type of like? She put a root on you. They didn't call it root. Put a root on you. Bury your drawers in the yard. You won't be able to go nowhere. You know, so that song was inspired by that. Like, but in all seriousness, those practices is an African American practice that our ancestors used to get through those hard times in slavery, man, by connecting deep with the earth and stuff like that. So it's nothing to be afraid of, because a lot of those root workers were Christians themselves, you know. And I just wanted to have fun with it, and a lot of deep jewels in there. And if you want to get a deeper description of the track, just go to Amazon, click the link in my bio. I'm gonna put it here as well, so that you can get the book Behind the Vision, where you can actually read detailed things about the track itself.
Tell me you printed that out. You got that one with you? You got a copy with us for us?
Man, it didn't make it in time. It was coming today, but it didn't come in time.
It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry, man. Ladies and gentlemen, yo, we got products for y'all. We got products for y'all. So yeah, we're giving you a little bit of insight on these records. Just giving y'all a little bit of an insight. We plan on probably doing some more stuff later on. But one of the things that's coming is definitely gonna be, this artwork book. So you can see all the artwork, and you can see the before and after, and you can get an idea of what we were going through a little bit more. You know what I mean? We go a little bit more detail on this book. So, man, the prototype ain't ready for y'all. It's coming though. Don't worry. It's coming soon. Next track we got, man. Yeah, this one we're gonna have a lot to talk about on this one. We have a little to talk about, but I think we're gonna go live with this one too. Yeah, my brother want to go live with this one. Let's do Play With Your Food. It's time for that. Yo, Tez.
We ain't ready yet.
My man need a little bit more time. No big deal. Hey, but one thing about Lost and Found, I'm gonna just say this, man. Like I said, we were trying to make a light song, something that felt like. One thing about this project, man, we did a lot of juxtapose. So you're gonna see heavy themes with light backgrounds, man. So the music sounded light, but you know what I mean. We came up with a good topic for y'all. So this food behind everything, man. Every track you're gonna get some food behind it. You know what I mean? And speaking of that food, we about to cook up a dish for y'all real quick. This one's called Play With Your Food. Yo, Benz, you ready for me? Yo, Tez.
Shit is wild, man. When you messing with another dude chick, shit is wild, man. You know what you sign yourself up for, right? Side nigga Tuesday. Let's go. Look. I don't know why you stay. Tell me the truth. If I'm on your mind all day, where is your due? Secrets come out to play. Examine the shot me a glance. To play with your food. Come on. I don't know why you stay. Tell me the truth. Yeah. If I'm on your mind all day. Come on. How to play. Yeah. Put a light on your plate. Look, I'm trying to freak something. Skip the small talk, baby, let me see somebody. Cause it ain't like me and you can be something. So no need frontin' while you
Look, you on a guilt trip. Travel like I don't know that you're seeing somebody when your man was right here from the Greek, shorty. Did I forget something? Let's reminisce on it. Walked in the building, you was chillin' with your man, right? Got my attention when you pulled away your hand like life with this nigga is one lacking in romance. Then you shot me a glance in that cat woman stance. Miss Fat Booty Judy, all of that inside those pants. It's only right to pull up on proper with the hand grip. I was on schedule even though you can't plan this type of encounter. Got the number, then I vanished. Gone, too smooth. Texting me the same day, too soon. Should I take a while to answer? No way. 2 words to your paragraph, the shit's crazy. Faded lines on your part in the book with eye pages. Red in the dark with a lighter, you're gon' lose me. In a situation, but baby, you're still choosing. But seeing that you chose me,
I don't know why you say, tell me the truth.
Tell me some, girl.
I'm on your mind all day.
Where is your dues? Secrets come out to play. Salmon, when you shot me a glance. Hey, yo, come on, look, get me emotional now, girl. I don't know why you stay. Look, if I'm on your mind all day, when secrets come out to play, yeah. To play with your food. Come on, look. I never been a stranger to talking, but I keep a verbal limit when I'm talking to strangers. You be running at the mouth like it's a walk in the park, miss. Exposing too much info, keep my mind on the danger. Could be a night in Harlem where I'm quick to the pillow, removing all the ammo from the gun in my face. Not a night in shining armor, kissing lips of the victim. I say the right words to lift your ass in your place. A bit extreme, I know. Lacking clarity of where we stand discouraging. I thought we had an understanding, fucking with my plans, sis. Got me wanna call it quits, and that's when I reminded when you shot me a glance in that cat woman stand shit. Can I come over FaceTiming in the living room while your man sleeping, trying to kick it like it's Liverpool? Setting up a meeting, got a nigga in this warm up. You get cold feet and leave me hanging like with arms up. Courtside trying to adapt the players, go in quarantine. That was your excuse when you saw pictures of me on the scene. So I hang low, sweet chariot. Me and my baby don't relate like I'm a surrogate. Not the one to say it's wrong or it's right. Just trying to figure if it's worth it even put up a fight. Cause girl, it's obvious you bit off way more than you can chew. So next time, be more wise with your spoon.
I don't know why you say, tell me the truth.
You just need to carry on.
Mind all day. Where
Hey, and leave me the hell alone, girl. Yeah.
put a lot on your plate.
Play with your food. I don't know why you stay.
Tell me the truth.
If I'm on your mind all day,
Where is your dude?
when secrets come out to play, put a light on your plate and play with your food. You need to, you need to, cause you shot me that glance. I said you shot me that glance. Up in that cat woman stands, you know that's a man weakness out here, man. We all with the aesthetics. Only a few get it. Let's rock.
Hey, yo, that was Play With Your Food, man. That was that was a track that it's probably one of our favorite joints, but it was a track that almost didn't happen, man. Almost truly didn't even happen. So my brother came over one day, like we normally do when we're trying to work, and you wanted to work on a completely different song that day, and I wasn't having it. I didn't want to do nothing. I know everybody has that moment when you at work where you just don't want, you just like, man, this job, I don't care what the boss says, I ain't doing nothing. I'm sitting here and I'm just chilling. I think we had dinner that night, man. I was just sitting there. I think I told you I had the meat sweats.
Yeah, those meat sweat
Man,
yeah,
yo.
like hold up, pause.
So you know what that is. Hey man, when you don't add too much, man. My whole nose looked like Niagara Falls, man. I wasn't trying to do nothing. All right, I was laying in my chair.
Stop the street.
Yeah.
hold up, meat sweats.
We don't pause over here, sir. I gotta pause on that one. But nah, man, I didn't even want to work that day. But I think I heard this piano, and we just organically just started making this track. And I think by the time I got to the drums, he started singing the hook. And then I was like, oh, God damn it, he done roped me into another one today, man. I wasn't supposed to do nothing, all right? I was tight. But nah, man, but as normal fashion, when we started getting in creative mode, we just started moving. So, man, we just started building this song up, man. I think we built the hook first and then started building into the verses. And, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I struggled hard with the music. There was parts of the song I struggled hard with, but the one thing that I said earlier is a testament to the reason why I struggle is because I was forcing. Don't force, man. You let things happen, and when it's supposed to happen, it's gonna turn out the right way or the way it's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? So with that, let me let my brother talk a little bit, man, why he was inspired for these lyrics, man. Where did some of this thought come from, man? What were you thinking about? Like, who was this on your brain, bro?
So what's funny is everything happens organic, man, definitely with music. So I was on the phone with somebody and that's what I say, like my friends, like they'd be like, man, I shouldn't tell this boy nothing. So I was actually on the phone having a conversation about this track. And then it just seemed like Ed just caught the energy. You know, he over there in granddaddy mode because he had just ate. So he like, oh, but I got the meat splits, bro. and we was drinking, so Key was in there and everything, you know, and we were just chilling. And then all of a sudden, like he started making the music. I'm listening to my boy telling me the story, and you're like, man, you know, I'm like, damn. But in my mind, I'm like, yo, that'd be a dope ass song. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. So as soon as I got off the phone, he was working on the drums. I don't know why you stay. Tell me the truth. And then Key was just like, oh, I like that. And I said, I want to switch my tone. I didn't want to sing. I wanted to add that. I don't know. So I want to switch my tone up on that. So we laid the hook down. And I'm like, and my mom thinking like, yeah, my boy just got the phone, but that boy gonna kill me because he probably like, as soon as he hear that song, he gonna know I'm talking. He gonna know that it was about that, man. But you make beautiful music like that, man. Sometimes I never throw names in them and stuff like that, but that's where that song came from. And what inspired the energy of the track is like a style that me and Ed have developed over the years when we mix hardcore hip hop styles and sounds with R&B type tracks. That's why I came in like that ODB, like, I'm trying to free something, they just all talk, baby, let me. And then, you know, the shot me a glance and like the scratches and stuff and like playing with the lyric, like you can still be lyrical but still be a ladies man. It's not like I invented that wheel because, you know, you got Big Daddy Kane, you have LL Cool J. Big Daddy Kane was like a great example of it, you know what I mean? And then you seen Biggie do it, you seen Big Pun do it. So it's been done in hip hop, but we found our way, you know, we found our way to do it. So yeah, so it's just that simple playing, man, that track. I really like that track. If you want to learn more about it, go on Amazon, download the Holy Ratchet Beyond the Vision book, and I'll give you everything you need to know about that track, even lyric breakdowns.
Word up, man. Word up. Yo, well said, well said. One other thing I'm gonna throw in there, man. I was trying to get my Miles Ray on with that one, man, with the pianos, man. He be making that sultry music. He be, that's the R&B god over there.
Yeah, plug Miles real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
That's actually my favorite song.
Oh, word.
Oh,
word,
thanks,
word.
Kendall. Appreciate you, Kay. You know what I mean? Hey,
He said that like I don't do shit.
He's another R&B guy too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, believe me. Yo, wait, y'all just be patient. We got some more for you. We got so many good treats for y'all coming. You know, if y'all enjoyed this, man, we might have to do this again. We might have to revisit this again. You know what I mean? When we put out another little project, you know? But you know what? Let's go into let's go into that bass god energy. You know what I'm saying? Let's get him live on that one too. Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about this song a little bit later as well, just how we normally do. But the next joint is called Bass God, man. Yo, shout out to Airplane B. Man, I see you, bro. I see you out there. Salute, man. Flying high over there in LI. You know what I'm saying? Running things down in New York. But
Yeah. I'm gonna go live on Instagram with this one too. Y'all gonna feel me when I say this one, you hear me? Yo, I came in right at the right time too. Y'all ready? Look. I ain't not talk too much about my life, it's evident. Bearing all essentials like DiCaprio and Reverend. Jigging in this bitch like baby mamas reaching settlements of niggas getting late night money. David Letterman, views from a veteran. Experience, it pays off. Never taking days off, losing you're irrelevant.
Tell me what you staring at. Go on, hit the dance floor. Since you showing interest, baby, give me what I asked for. Hooking the block to feeding the world, we feeding the passion. Life was feeding us pork, but now we resort to skiing in Aspen. You were just skinny, the ass came out of the blue, what you cash in. Know that that's none of my business. I get a handful of this, feeling authentic. I handle my business. Take them back to the basics, like Denzel putting cases. All of you bitches who face it, ass shot, leave them pacing. Midwest where they raised me, straight cats in the basement. Straight drop serving bait heads, pray the law don't phase us. Take them back to the basics, like Denzel putting cases. All of you bitches who face it, ass shot, leave them pacing. East Saint where they raised me, straight cats in the basement. Straight drop serving bait heads, pray the law don't. DM me about your bitch, I leave this shit on red, nigga. Put this dick up on her, it's gon' fuck up her little head, nigga. Send her back to you all happy, laid up in the bed with her. Try to get some ass and she gon' tell you that shit dead, nigga. See, I come through with the freshness of a guest list. Right next to my heart, you know my best wish. Wear that on my sleeve, now that's a death kiss from a siren. Pick your poison, Trump or Biden. See, I'm siding with the ones who won't stop hiding. Gift it's part of my regiment, free as an autobomb. Shot in 7 gears, create from outer lines. It's for the betterment, rockin' men, spy rounds. Eat back for president, big oven in the back. Piece of taste, heaven sent trip to Aruba to scuba with jellyfish. Thought that you knew that the rule was to never get caught in emotions. Won't stop me from causing commotion. Take them back to the basics, like Denzel putting cases. All of you bitches who face it, ass shot, leave them pacing. Midwest where they raised me, straight cats in the basement. Straight drop serving base heads, pray the law don't phase us. Take her back to the basics, like Denzel putting cases. All of you bitches who face it, ass shot, leave them pacing. Midwest where they raised me, straight cats in the basement. Straight drop serving base heads, pray the law don't phase us. Yes, sir. This one was strictly for East St. Louis with that Brooklyn drill sound. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Let's get it.
What up, what up? Welcome back, man. Yo, that was Bass God. Yo, shout out to Airplane B, man. Yo, bro flew in town as he normally does, man. He just jumped off his little jet and decided to fly in with us. You know what I mean? I think he had a layover between from Orlando to Miami, man, and just wound up kicking it with us for a couple of days. And man, we just got in the lab, just started doing what we normally do, and we started all cooking up, man. Just started all cooking up, man. That was a nice little collaboration that night, man. Had some fun, and you could feel the energy in the song. You know what I mean? Like you said, we went with a little bit of that drill vibe. You know what I'm saying? And just kept it high energy for y'all. You know what I mean? So with that, man, let's talk a little bit about the words on that one, man. You know what I mean? The music came from, like I said, man, it came from your boy in Airplane B. Let's go down to the wordsmith and let's see what was behind his mind when he was penning.
All right, man, this was a magical track because I remember when I wanted to use a fucking Xylophone or some shit, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I was just like, we was like, how the fuck we gonna make that shit work? And I remember Airplane being over there like fucking with it, like he was fucking with it in a manner like I don't want to use this shit, but he's like joking me with it, and then like they don't even know how much the vibe was working that I was putting the song together. You know, like soon as that I heard that, you know, that's when you make that, ooh, what's going on right now? So I just started to freestyle. I freestyled the first part of the track. I was like, you know, I ain't even talking much about my life. It's evident. Bearing all essentials like DiCaprio and Reverend. Jigging in my baby mamas. Then them niggas was like, oh yeah, that's it. Keep going from there. And then I was writing the verse, and then I remember like he get into that they was working on the breakdown. And I remember Ed, he didn't say back to the bass. He just like, nah, I'm amazing. Him and Airplane started going back and forth. I said, that's gonna be the hook. So I started putting in the words. And that's where we got the hook from. And I added the woo, you know, all that stuff to kind of give it another feel. But that track was really based about a lot of the conversations that we was having inside of the studio that day. I just put it all into the song. I just interweaved it into the track, man. But I had a lot of fun making that track. I think that's the first time we had that Ciroc, that new Ciroc. Was it the Platinum? The Diamond, the Ciroc Diamond. I think Airplane that bought a bottle of the Ciroc Diamond.
No, bro, that was the white grape.
The white grape. It was the white grape. So we was off the white grape, feeling great, and it was a good night.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you could definitely feel the energy, man. It translated through the music, man. That was one of them joints that definitely, you know what I'm saying, like you can feel the energy in the song. Yo, once again, man, salute to you, Airplane. You know what I mean? Salute to my brother Miles, because, yo, y'all, we help, love y'all brothers, because we help create and craft a sound, man, that actually truly works for what we was trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
I damn sure did.
Kill that joint.
How you
Kill
say
that
that shit?
joint. But let's move on to that next chamber, man. The next joint is gonna be Rear View. You know what I'm saying? It's man, we went back to the old school with this one. You know what I'm saying? Gave it a classic vibe with a new twist. You know what I'm saying? So, as we normally do, let's let it rock. Yo, you okay? You ready? We'll let it rock.
Let's peep game. See, they treat us like a commonwealth with systematic goals. To isolate and integrate when legal tender folds. The direction when it's life. Life for us is one big great depression. Try my best to paint the whole picture. Eliminate the past without a hole in it. The truth is worth much more. Why counterfeit digits? Rather excavate my soul and give you authentic. Orange juice with the Pope in it. Preacher out here telling lies. In the quiet, singing daily. Cause in Granny's eyes, it's our first class trip to heaven. 10% the ties. Meanwhile, she in the kitchen trying to improvise. Not enough to split the pie. Household of 17. 3 beds, 9 pillows, 5 ways to sleep. You do the math. While the white kids counting sheep, we counting gunshots. The lullabies of sirens teach you how to hug blocks. Mama side from the 5th S. Park side, rest in peace. Nord had the city by a landslide. Every big dog on the block would never bar. Territory reached from Madison to Charlie Park. Life for us is one big great depression. Man. Holding on to what they take for granted. Lunchroom, it's that you and me. Hand sideways, prayer. Middle finger cocked back. Teacher yelling, stop that. Let boys be boys, they fail us before failure even fell in. Decisions from emotions and they wonder why we failing. My dog skipped the first 3 months of high school, graduated to the streets. History is on repeat. The last time he seen his pops won't even talk about. That's why I always trust his judgment. Fuck with him more than my blood ones. Family had us spending summers out in Mississippi. Mosquitoes came for blood. Shout out to Nipsey, bitch, you then will leave a plug inside your arm, leg. Every meal with cornbread, Kool-Aid, pickles on deck. I tell you it's a fine line between duality and actuality. Hit the middle grounds when we puff the weed. Now check inside your rear view, nigga, and come to terms with what you've been through, because it made you realer. Your boy be on. See, they treat us like a commonwealth with systematic goals to keep us all from voting at them Democratic votes. They will miss us when we life for us is one big great depression.
Yo, hey yo, welcome back, man. Hey, that was Rear View, man. That was like a little introspective joint, man. Like I said, it's a little taste of that old school flavor, chalked up with some new appeal, man. We wanted to bring y'all back to some of our roots, man. You can kind of hear it in the music, man. We're students and we were babies of this. You know what I mean? We grew up on soul and funk and classic hip hop and classic R&B, all that good stuff, man. So we wanted to give y'all a little bit of that, man. I mean, we know what you're getting out there by everybody else, so we wanted to give you a little bit of what we used to. You know what I mean? So that was most of the choice off of direction of the song, man. Kind of self-explanatory. I'm gonna let my brother go in a little bit deeper. You know what I'm saying? Give us a little taste about like where you were going with Rear View, man.
This was one of them tracks that we had to, like, I'm quite sure every creative been through this, where you put down the track and then you end up losing the essential files and have to go and re-record it.
Oh, you gonna give them that part.
And I was like, man, I wanted to like sometimes you wonder if you're gonna capture that same energy that you did, but we did it. We did it even better actually this time. And but that track is in itself. I just wanted to really get, like he said, like I wanted to really like preach to the people, you know, give them that Scarface, you know, little vibe with it while telling the truth. And what inspired the track itself was my boy Smoke was there. My boy Smoke was there. So we was like having conversations about growing up in East St. So a lot of that was just like conversation me and him was having, like, man, you remember when we was in elementary school, man, we used to play finger pop and all that stuff. And so it kind of inspired that project. I mean, a lot. And so I was talking about like growing up, like having the summers in Mississippi and all of that. And then the hook, I don't even know what inspired the hook, man. That's just the creative side of me for sure that came up with that hook. And it was perfect. It was perfect. But yeah, not too much to really say about that track, man. And if you want to learn more about that track, go to my Amazon link inside the link in the bio and get the Holy Ratchet Behind the Vision book. It's going to tell you everything you know about every track.
Salute. Salute, man. Yo, make sure you go hit Amazon, hit up the Bandcamp, go ahead and check out the whole album. You can get it up there. Everybody that's been down with us from day one, man, this is for y'all. So this record is available for y'all on Bandcamp. We're gonna put merchandise up there with all of our stuff coming up there pretty soon. So keep an eye out on that. But we're gonna get this record to everybody else in a little bit. But we want all our diehards, our day ones, everybody that's been with us since day one, to be able to have access to it first, man, before the masses and before anybody else gets a hold of this. You know what I mean? This will be on your YouTubes and your Apple Musics and your Spotifys and all that good stuff later. You know what I mean? But right now you can get it directly, you know what I mean, from the Dantes Music Bandcamp. So if you on this stream, you know how to get to that link, man. If not, man, just Google Dantes in Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? We coming up there. You're gonna see the project. You heard? But we about to
So I can use it. It might be
move on to this last chamber, man. Into one of my favorite songs, man. How we ended out the project, man. This joint's called Churchill Downs. Man, there's a lot of meaning behind this song, so keep your ears open. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into the science behind it directly afterwards. But as we normally do, yo, K, you ready? Yo, Taz.
Yo.
Let's go live, man. Let's give him Churchill.
Let's do it.
It's freedom time now. It's freedom.
Church.
It's freedom time now.
Whoa, now.
It's freedom.
Early morning, see the sun rise on the pastures. Animals grazing, but it's the horses that I'm after. Basically raise them, and if somebody see a pastor, tell them Church Hill is where I'm captured. Say it with your chest. They robbing me of privacy, delivering a service that requires me to ride for free. I never see the purses. It's time to breed the horses. They went from corduroys and creases to a jockey crapping breezes. So I saddle up the victories. Maneuvering around maneuver daily. Never let the situation faze me. Cause
it gets so high. 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 Oh, it gets so high. It gets so high. So high.
See highway 12 cars deep. The smoke is heavy in rotation, bumping Gotti in these streets. I'm still a minor, but don't mind that homie past the weed. We got the radars on the dash, you know it's time to speed. And where we headed, you can call it D-boy vacation. Kentucky Derby, never cared to see a horse racing. We pull up to the strip in Louisville to show status. The cleanest whips a nigga ever seen. The chick the baddest, big fella. I confess there was some hopeless times to failure to connect the dots of broke umpires. Catch a case from Federati's posted eyes to measure who's the boss and leave the whole empire stressing. Never once was I provoked to question why this all transpired and why we flexing around the corner from a place where history inspired by the blackest of the jockeys never spoken high up. Signs of a testament, plan sight the clues of dirt depends what you give precedence. Oliver Lewis and Horsericities would be the first to bring this track of victory. Glorify the stars and took the rider out your memory. Remnants of greatness
from the rising tide. We see you playing in the sand, what you trying to hide? Made it my business to offend the ones who follow pride and use the truth to keep you sober. Put the gin aside. Woo. Let's ride.
Everybody knows that they're guilty. Everybody knows that
Giddy up for the warrior spirit it takes to fight for a vision that in your life it won't manifest. Pave the way for your children, unsettling to say the least. Eating Popeye's chicken, I say my grace before I feast. Got a notification like, oh shit, it's Miss Blue. You can call her the Oracle, going live. So I pressed to see if spirit got a message for me. So I plugged in my earphones to the unplug on a little song. By the way, this that sample if you question, homie. Song's over, I'm sitting there with the itis, and she started talking about a few brothers that she had channeled. Why inside the thought this wreck, their story was in Kentucky, but the tender age of 6, they were taken away from mother by the master of the plantation. Living in the stables with the horses, they'll be soon racing. All the records, now this sport is dominated by the European faces who was only bet chasing, so it's why we made this record. Back in the day, my grandfather, he used to bet on horses. Felt they didn't run if he didn't come. For all those brothers labor, they would never get a pay cut with promises of freedom if they kept their horse and lead. It's crazy. Y'all fuck with that one? Hey. Yo, it's like up to here a nigga had. They gon' have a nigga channeling this in the chat. How you ride?
Good cap, fresh silks with
What?
the dress.
How you ride?
Prop swinging, new goggles you can't vent.
How you ride?
Crouched out with leg strength you can't teach you. And my horse way bigger than yours.
I didn't ask for this existence.
Nope.
I didn't ask to pay no bills. I didn't ask to bear no children. I didn't ask for highs, the lows, the thrills. I didn't ask for politics, their tricks, the rich, the poor, and anything else we don't have real knowledge of. Cause when you're down for the cause,
Hey.
it gets so high.
Come on.
It gets so high.
And man, it gets so
It gets
hard.
so high. It gets so high.
And yeah, it gets so
It gets
hard.
so high.
Giddy up, giddy up.
Oh, it gets so high. It gets so high.
Yeah. Come on.
So high.
Giddy up, There we go. Holy Ratchet.
Live and direct. Hey man, yo, that was Churchill, man. Salute to Max the Muse. Yo, she came through and blessed that one, man. She came through and
Billy bought me this shit.
sang her heart out, man. I was gonna say little, but Max ain't little. But nah, man. So that song started off way different. It started off with an idea. This was Tez's idea, man. He gave me what he wanted me to work with, what he wanted me to chop up, the samples and everything. He didn't give me a direction of where to go, but he gave me a lot of the source. He gave me all the source material, and was like, "Yo, this is what we want to build a song off of, and I need these parts." So, man, that right there is a producer's dream. It's like a producer's wet dream. We love it when they have exactly where they want to go in their focus. So I know exactly how I need to tailor it up, and he gave me free range to make it any which way I wanted to do with it. So we could have went R&B or trap or whatever, man. But man, the way that sample was hitting, man, it just felt like how you heard it, man, like hardcore hip hop. And the funniest thing is, man, that song was built in so many different stages, man. Like we started the music in one way, sat on it, recorded some of the vocals, sat on it, and then the thing is, we never forced this song, and I think that's one of the testaments to why it came out as powerful as it did, man. You know, but I'm gonna let Tez bring us home with the last one. All right.
All right, that track was inspired by a podcast I listened to by Miss Blue the Oracle called Planet Remix. I just happened to be coming in and catching it like on the intro, and she was playing the Lauryn Hill Freedom Time track, and then she started talking about that she had conversed with some guys in the Akashic Records that used to run at the Kentucky Derby, and he basically giving them the history of like nobody speaks about them and what they had to go through during those times, like taken away from their mother when they were 6. And you know me, I'm the type of guy like, yo, this sounds like a track. So I ran to Eddie and told him, like, y'all want to chop up this sample. This is what I'm looking for. I didn't really give him too much detail that day. And then he just like intuitively added the sounds of like sound like a horse is trident, you know? in the intro, and it was perfect. So that's how I started to build it. And then I think the first day I even brought the idea, Max was there because she had wrote that part to it. And then
that was the second day.
The second time,
that
right?
Was the second time, yeah.
And then we decided to, because she did all that, the ending part in one take, and we just chopped it to place it, right? Mm-hmm. But that track itself, man, it's just very deep. And I wrote about a lot of it inside of the book. So you can definitely get a deeper breakdown of that track inside of the book, Holy Ratchet, Beyond the Vision, and I go into more detail about that track. But overall, man, I really love that track. That was the perfect way to end the cipher with this project, man.
Yeah, that was like the like when we went through the sequence of this record, we went through a lot of different songs, and I think there was a unanimous that we wanted to end this song off with the same kind of energy. You know what I mean? We want to end this project off with the same kind of energy. So, but, bro, that was, like I said, it was multiple different stages, man. We worked on the music at first. Max came in, laid down her part. You know what I'm saying? We sat on it for a while, and then for some reason, like the spirit moved us to start working on that song, because we worked on maybe 3 or 4 different songs. And just, we just let that thing just sit there. But once again, don't force it. Don't force it, man. Just let things happen how they're supposed to happen naturally, and it'll turn into and evolve what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I hope y'all like that one, man, because that one felt good. That one felt real good. Had that energy, had that right kind of energy. So, yeah, man. Man, that's how we concluding the project. But yo, we're not done yet. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of the music that we're ready to give y'all right now. But we gotta get some shout outs. We gotta let everybody know who the team is. You know what I mean? We gotta give support to all our peoples, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, we've been talking a little bit, sprinkling the nuggets here and there throughout this conversation, but it's time to let y'all know who's behind the scenes.
Man, shout out to everybody.
For real? That's how we just gonna do it? Everybody? Yo, matter of fact, first things first, my brother behind the boards, behind the sound, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we couldn't get nothing done without this man right here, yo.
Nothing at all.
Yo, this is our brother K Benz, man. Yo, K-Series, son. Yo, you know what I mean? That's that futuristic Benz. You ain't ready for that yet, yo.
That's our engineer. Y'all can't have
You ain't have to put the light on him like that, man. Like he had the light up. But nah, seriously, man. He's the one who's helped sonically mold our sound from day one. And he's been involved in the recording process, the mixing process, and now the mastering process of a lot of our records. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He gave us a lot of initial knowledge. Not to mention, you know what I mean? The man literally taught us both how to record. Yeah. So, you know what I mean?
All three of y'all.
All three of us. We got to put some respect on his name.
Go ahead, Kendall. Shit. We love him though. No, we love him though. That's the man. 50 grand all day. Hey, listen, when we're ready, we're going to go ahead and put his information out there so y'all can get y'all work done. But, man, listen, we greedy, all right? You know what I'm saying? When you find a good thing, you know what I mean? You want to hold it tight. Yo, next.
Want to give love to my boy Miles Ray, representing the Elemento brand. Y'all can get that inside the link, too. Make sure y'all go shop that Elemento.
Get that.
You know what I mean? Go shop that. So this is my little brother, man. He's a musical genius, man. He got an ear for music like a motherfucker. He really got an ear for music. And man, I've learned so much from this young brother, man, because we both grew up in that church background. So man, we created a beautiful project called I've got the Crossroads. And the way we used to break down those melodies and those harmonies, man, was just something magical, man. And this guy's brain he's definitely ahead of his time, man. And he'll be dropping a project soon. And we're actually going to close out the live with a live performance from me and Miles as well. But I really appreciate this young brother. I've learned a lot from him, and I'm just curious to see what he's going to grow into more, and also, man, like what we're going to do in the future, because we got some stuff coming in the future as well, man.
Yo, don't forget my man is an R&B demigod. All right, yo, when it comes to that funk, when it comes to that thing, yo, R&B OG, man. Yo, he when it comes to chords, melodies, all that good stuff, he's a beast. And don't get it twisted. He knows hip hop and everything else and all the other genres in between. But yeah. Yo, we got
my man Jeff here in the building, man.
Yeah, one and only right here, man. Yeah. If you have if you are in the North Orlando area, matter of fact, if you're in Orlando and you need a home, you need a recording area, yo, holla at this man right here, all right? Please holla at him. All right, bro. If you want to do video, like I said, we got it covered. Video,
I got a live video.
Music, dance studio. I mean, there's room for everybody. If you're a creative, and matter of fact, if you're a collective, if you got ideas, this is the man you need to speak to. All right. His link is gonna be in information as well. We're gonna shout out the address and put your link in the description.
For sure. So with that being said, man.
Hold on. We can't be done. Yo, we gotta give love to we had two featured artists on this record.
Both of them was from Philly too.
Facts.
So Philly was in the house on this one because Max is from Philly, O is from Philly, man. So shout out to Philly. That's why we had to go shoot that Malcolm Flex video there, man.
Facts.
So I'm serious, when we talk about business, we really about it, man. So we will pull up on your ass and shoot this video. Speaking of which, we will be shooting a video next week. 808 video should be coming to you guys soon as well.
Yeah, we get that to them by Valentine's Day. Y'all should be seeing that pretty soon.
Should be seeing that one real soon.
A little bit before or after Valentine's Day. Don't worry, we got y'all though. We got y'all.
There's a lot of work going on, man. Shout out to anybody and everybody who's played a part in all of our lives to get us to this point we is right now. So people I grew up with, my parents, my grandparents, even friends I had in elementary school that's not my friends now. You all play a part of my upbringing, and thank you all for allowing me to go through life to get to where I'm at now so that I can do what I do and do it at the level that I do it at. And make sure you brush your teeth.
Yeah, man. Hey, this is a family first kind of production, man. Yo, shout out to our kids because, like I said, if you listen to By Def, you can hear them in the hook. We keep this homegrown, man. It's all about the family. So yeah, man. One more thing. I think shout out to Bell's Auto in Kissimmee. Like I said, they let us shoot respect there. We didn't get a chance to use all the footage, man. We appreciate you. Salute. Appreciate you. Go see Kevin Bell if you need some work done. You know what I mean? You in Kissimmee. Word up.
All right, definitely. So I want to end this thing off with also bigging up my little brother Miles. Me and him have a dope track out now called Child's Play. When he getting his Teddy Riley on. Shoes. How's the blue? But it's dope though. It's dope, man. Y'all gonna rock with it, man. Y'all gonna put some respect on my boy name, man. Cause I remember when he first started messing with that talk box, man. He came a long way, Kneecaps and water vapor. But he was killing it though, man. So we gonna end this bad boy with a live performance of when he called me out and we did our thing on this one, man.
What live performance you got?
I think we got it here on the computer, man. It's in one of those folders. I think it's in the Did you?
Yeah. Okay.
You got it?
No, I have no idea what he's talking about. But yeah, man.
Oh yeah. It's in one of the folders.
I wouldn't suggest that.
You know,
I wouldn't suggest that, brother.
It's the first one I sent you, the Child's Play joint. Remember?
Oh, I didn't download that.
I don't think
Because you was like, you sent me Child's Play.
I didn't download that. It didn't make sense to download it.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't part of the thing.
Where
I was just fade to album cover. That's the safe thing to do, brother. Let it go.
Fade the apple.
Fade the album cover.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
Here's a quick one, so it shouldn't take that long down a little.
I don't think I've seen this video in question.
Neither have I.
Yeah, you have. It's actually, I posted it a few times.
It don't exist.
But yeah, man, I really enjoyed this process in general. It's more to come. We're working on a project right now. I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but we're building that one from scratch. We actually took a break from music to focus more on the promotion and marketing side, so we can actually get some music to y'all because we got too much music, to be honest with you. So we stacked up on music, man. We really don't even have to create, but we still create, and that's a good space to be in when you're ahead of the curve. So that's a little gem to artists out there, like, if you keep working and you just piling up, so when it's time for you to blow, you already, you got a lot of ammo inside your clip instead of just like having one track and then got to go to the studio and make an album. I already have that stuff ready. So we ready for any song to blow. We ready. We have tracks lined up behind it, and that's a good feeling to be in where you don't have to chase the curve. So yeah, just stand by for a lot of great music and great vibes in general.
Just fade to the
So, yeah, man, we having a little bit of technical difficulties with that last joint. But you know what? With that being said, man, we want to bid y'all adieu. Tell y'all thank you very much for coming out here. Thank you for rocking with us. And with that being said, man, we'll holler at y'all later, man. This is Dantes Presents Holy Ratchet. You heard? Live and direct.
Solid, brothers.